You must know this. Here common accusations you'll hear from a narcissist. Be aware. It is widely acknowledged that narcissists commonly exhibit several shared traits. However, when their meticulously crafted plans face adversity, how far are they willing to traverse to rectify the situation? What awaits us where the narcissist's once unyielding grip gradually loosens on those they hold dear? If you found value in this video and believe it would resonate with others, kindly contemplate subscribing to my channel. Once again, I must emphasize that the content of this video should not be regarded as a substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. Now, let us embark upon the first stride. Due to their relentless pursuit of self-gratification and insatiable craving for approval, narcissists find it arduous to receive constructive criticism. Their inherent inability to empathize and comprehend another's perspective renders them susceptible to manipulation. In truth, it is plausible that each one of us has, at some point, unwittingly ventured down a comparable path. Indeed, these traits are inevitably intertwined within the fabric of pathological narcissist being. Their character manifests the very essence of these trademarks. Anchored to their temperament, they harbor deep-seated apprehension regarding the potential repercussions should their concealed truths be exposed. A narcissist's conduct remains infamously perplexing, defying conventional prognostication. Nevertheless, if one has ever grazed the periphery of their existence, even through a fleeting acquaintance or hails from a narcissistic household, there exists an inkling of insight into how a narcissist might respond when sensing a loss of control over your being. This predictability aligns with their incessant hunger for external validation, as their void of self-identity leaves no foothold from which to comprehend the intricacies of this world. Bullying, intimidation, instilling fear, and subjecting others to demeaning ordeals, all in the relentless pursuit of rendering compliance to their insurmountable demands, stand as common tactics employed by those desperate to satiate their insatiable thirst for attention and acceptance. Within these individuals, a crippling cocktail of envy and shame engulfs their very essence, with a peculiar twist where they tend to veil such sentiments through acts of rudeness. It is worth noting that these cruel beings, who choose to ignore, reject, chastise, deceive, or mock others, often discover a solitude of their own. The treacherous path they tread births isolation as an incessant companion due to the destructive qualities that define their being. When a narcissist loses control over someone, their response options become limited. In their quest to mend the fractured bonds, they might attempt direct outreach, aiming to reconcile. However, these attempts may lack genuine consideration for the harm they have inflicted. They'd find themselves engulfed in sorrow, grappling with the loss of a vital source of supply. Isolation further compounds their misery, and shame permeates their being as their clandestine truths unravel. Alternatively, they may preface their apologies with justifications, framing their actions as a consequence of external factors such as anxiety or addiction. Perhaps you may identify with phrases like "it's not me," "it's my anxiety," or "my behavior was influenced by my addiction. I apologize." Some of you may find these familiar. It is crucial to recognize that most narcissists remain unrepentant, swiftly reverting to their unpleasant and dysfunctional patterns shortly after an apology. Seasoned narcissists possess a remarkable ability to shift gears, devising new strategies for their well-known repertoire of manipulative acts. The underlying essence endures, while the presentation morphs, showcasing a seemingly fresh facade. Instead of offering a genuine apology, a narcissist may adopt a demeanor wherein they attempt to assert their own perception of rationality upon you. You might envision individuals embracing the grey rock approach, responding with curt one-word answers to all inquiries, or employing the no-contact strategy by withdrawing from engaging with the outside world altogether. Commonly, they may feign remorse for past misdeeds, professing eternal love through text or email with the words, "I have no idea how I hurt you, but my love for you remains unwavering." Veiled threats are not uncommon, exemplified by statements like, "I will ensure that the truth about your true character becomes known." Amidst these dynamics, I want you to grasp the magnitude of my care for your well-being. While I won't dissuade you if you ever receive such messages or encounter someone imploring for another chance with tearful apologies, I advise you to contemplate your history with this person before making impulsive decisions. Once you have heard sorry countless times, the emotional impact diminishes. Certainly, the quantity may not have been excessive, but consider how many times recurrence prevailed. Did the deleterious behavior truly cease after the apologies were offered? Ponder upon this notion, for narcissists do not readily evolve. Therefore, anticipating a departure from their well-established patterns may lead to disappointment. Maintaining a realistic outlook, given the consistent nature of past experiences, becomes paramount. It is crucial to acknowledge that narcissists seldom, if ever, offer apologies when their falsehoods are exposed. They either lack the ability or choose not to acknowledge their wrongdoings, mistakes, or limitations, whether to you or anyone else. Numerous accusations are hurled without substantial evidence, meticulously twisting and misrepresenting your words or actions to cast you in a negative light. They invent fictional narratives that lead others to misinterpret your sincere intentions and true character. If you shared an extended period of time with a narcissistic ex, they may have honed their skills as master manipulators and gaslighters. The relentless onslaught of their covert black campaign may even instill doubts within your own sanity, as it appears that others place greater faith in the narcissist rather than in you. Covert narcissists possess a knack for presenting a facade of humility and contrition to those outside their sphere of influence. Furthermore, it is essential to recognize that, if not already enacted, narcissists may exploit their professed genuine concern as a pretext to establish contact with individuals beyond the realm of the relationship. Narcissists hold an utmost value on exerting control over their immediate surroundings. They may employ expressions of care, feigned worry, or sudden interests in subjects that align with the recipient's preferences. By swiftly forging connections upon entry into new social circles or groups, narcissists seek immediate rapport with team members or acquaintances. They might make personal contact by sending cards, initiating calls, or extending invitations to gatherings. Despite initial impressions, narcissists perpetually endeavor to project an image of being amicable individuals deserving of respect. This strategic maneuver offers various additional benefits for the narcissist. The underlying objective is to recruit unwitting flying monkeys, individuals who are close friends or relatives of the victim, to serve as surveillance operatives. Yes, their aim is to monitor and scrutinize your activities. Narcissists enlist the aid of these individuals to avail themselves with detailed information about you, thereby maintaining an ongoing understanding of your life. The primary objective of the abuser is to either coerce submission from the victim or sustain dominance and control to perpetuate the cycle of abuse. It serves as a tactic for exerting control over one's own emotions and influencing the emotional responses of others. The pernicious nature of narcissism lies not just in its capacity to erode its victims from within, but, if internal erosion fails, to unleash destruction upon them from the external realm. The fourth aspect to address is the utilization of projection, whereby narcissists exacerbate the plight of their victims. Emotional blackmail serves as a commonplace tactic employed by narcissists, compelling their victims to take responsibility for the negative consequences of the narcissist's own actions. In their audacity, narcissists may endeavor to manipulate others, capitalizing on their bereavement following the loss of a loved one or close friend. Such calculated maneuvering is undeniably audacious, wouldn't you agree? They stoop to any means necessary, including deceit and manipulation, to elicit pity from others, thereby gratifying their own desires. Their persistence knows no bounds as they persistently resort to begging, crying, whining, or displaying anger until the victim capitulates and offers an apology. It is akin to saying, "They wet the bed and blamed the blanket," encapsulating a scenario where narcissists deflect accountability by projecting their own faults onto others. Furthermore, a notable aspect to consider is the growing bitterness and pettiness exhibited by narcissists. Within their distorted worldview, narcissists vehemently assert that you are the root cause of all strife in their lives. When called out on their behavior, they retort, "You have no right to attempt deciphering my thoughts. It is not within your purview to determine whether or not you should endure my actions. It is crucial to bear in mind that narcissists attribute any misfortune they encounter to the notion that their victims deserve it. In their skewed perception, certain individuals possess an innate predisposition toward violence or destruction. With malicious intent, they may disseminate unflattering information about you. Additionally, if withholding information, assets, or data serves their interests, they will not hesitate to do so. They are willing to employ any means necessary to reclaim dominance over their prey. According to their twisted rationale, their victims require a lesson through the exhibition of supposedly righteous conduct. Lastly, it is crucial to address the sixth aspect, where narcissists may resort to establishing a trauma bond if they fail to maintain their deceit, control, or threats. Narcissists possess a cunning ability to normalize their abusive behavior, which can deceive and confuse their victims. The target of a narcissist's emotional abuse may display apparent dependency on the abuser, whether it be financial or emotional reliance. This dependency can manifest in various forms. For instance, in the case of a couple raising a family together, they may persist in spending time together, despite the detrimental nature of the relationship. It is possible that the victim has become utterly enmeshed, finding it impossible to extricate themselves. Another factor could be a health condition or other physical circumstance that renders escape seemingly unfeasible. Should there not already be a pre-existing trauma bond between you and the narcissist, they will go to great lengths to forge one by resurfacing traumatic memories from both of your pasts. Even if such a bond already exists, the narcissist will employ every tactic at their disposal to intensify it, making it even more challenging for you to break free and pursue your own desires. When a narcissist perceives that their influence over another individual is waning, they may resort to deploying these behaviors and attitudes. Undoubtedly, there are multifaceted dynamics involved here. If you hold an opinion on this matter and wish to share it, please feel free to do so in the comments section below. I kindly request that if you enjoy this video and wish to stay informed about future content, kindly click the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated.